Whoa. Hey, how's it going? How is it going? I am trying to get this volume right because I watched my stream back from yesterday. Was it yesterday? I'm losing track of time because of the Christmas break. I was watching back the stream from yesterday, and I realized that the audio was kind of low, like both game audio and my audio. So I'm trying to maybe I can put some compressors on my voice and make it sound nicer. I can try that, I guess. While we're waiting for people to show up, actually, I'm gonna post this in Discord before I begin. There we go. What is this black fucking window on my screen? Oh, it's a Steam? No, it's not. What is this? I just want you to see what's going on my screen real quick. Except what am I looking at? Oh shit. I just disconnected my fucking controller thing for my. God damn it. There it is. Where's the chat? What happened to my chat window? Oh, it's here. Okay. Hood Assassin, how's it going? What is this black fucking bar on my screen? I want you to see this. Let me. God damn it. Window. Other window. This. That's. What? No, that's too. Shit. Hold on. Let me add. Window video. No. Display capture. That's not the right one. This is the right one. But it's not going to display, is it? Okay, so you can see it. So if I get this is my chat window. If there's my streaming, there's this big fucking black bar, and I don't know what it is. Oh, what the fuck? What is this? What is going on? Oh, that's so weird. Parker, how's it going? You coming to New Year's? Is your sister coming to New Year's? Because that would be. I'm planning on doing D&D. I have some modules that I've written that I will run. I probably want to make a special one just for New Year's. Make it special. Okay, now I gotta connect my thing again, my tablet that I use as a controller. She's coming, because people at Christmas are saying like, "Oh, Abby and Parker are not coming." Nah, just won't. If I said D&D, I guess you'd probably you might come. Okay, so I'm not doing a soda review, but today I'm drinking Surge, which is Coke's answer to Mountain Dew. Actually, yeah, I'm not doing a full soda review. I'll do it later. It is. I've had this before. I had for the first time I had it a couple weeks ago, and it's all right. It's just an alternative to Mountain Dew. Tastes nothing like Mountain Dew though. It tastes a little. It's citrus, but it's not Mountain Dew flavored. And it's not mellow yellow either. It's its own thing. It's more sour than either. Interesting to consider. Okay, so we're gonna be playing Black Mesa since I finished Quantum Conundrum, and I wanted another game to try out. So I'm gonna play some Quantum Conundrum. Yeah, Parker, have you played a 3.5 version of Dungeons and Dragons? Because I know a lot of people haven't. Spoilers. Zen. New game. Black Mesa Inbound. Here we go. Time to play the new Black Mesa Zen thing, but it's not new. Should I do the hat achievement? I don't think I should. Should I? That would just, like, bring this... That would just make it so long. I want to play other games. I want to play, like... What do you call it? Other games. If... Let me... I want to make this Ko-Fi thing smaller. I feel like it's just in the way. Or I'll just, like... For this stream, you know what? I'm going to get rid of it. Only played 5. So, it's not too much different. Black Mesa, New Mexico. Welcome to Black Mesa. Hold on. I'm sorry, every time I start a game, we'll play on normal. Or do audio, captioning, subtitles. New master volume up a little bit. Let's see how that sounds. How's that? Oh, my desktop audio is off. I forgot I muted it for some reason.
Train is provided for the security.
There we go. Is that a good volume? Hold on. I'm sorry, I have to keep adjusting this.
Facility personnel. The time is 8:47 a.m. Current topside temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at a pleasant 68 degrees at all times.
68. My apartment is maintained at 73 degrees in the living room and like 60 degrees in my bedroom, so my bedroom's always like really cold. And then when you go out into the living room, it's fucking boiling. I can't wait till I get a big boy house. Like a real large man's house. Can I not crouch?
This train is inbound.
Okay, I gotta adjust. Hold on, let me reset. Use defaults.
From level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs and control facilities.
Okay, so shift is crouch, and control I don't know what it does.
Is a high security area beyond Sector C.
Which I'm fine with shift being crouch, because that's what it is for me in TF2.
Area 9 and board a high security train. If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be permitted into the high security branch of the transit system.
There's... Huh. This game looks so good for being on the fucking Source engine.
Material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound. No smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system.
Also, I might be fanboying over this game a little bit, just because it's been so long since I played, like, Half-Life 1 or Black Mesa. Or Half-Life 2 for that matter. I'm gonna turn this down, because it's gonna be really loud once I get into the shoot sections.
Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency,
Fucking audio. Yeah, I'm gonna turn, like, a lot of it down, just because I don't want it to blast my ears out either.
and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train,
Heli choop.
be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives.
Because I plan on playing 3.5 at New Year's, because that's the only books that I have. And that's the only version that I've played. And people have been saying, like, oh, it's easy to play or it's easy to, like, go from 3.5 to 5th edition. But I don't want to change it. I just bought the books for 3.5. Why would I? Yeah, whatever. I'm just stubborn. I don't like change. I gotta adjust something again. Okay, that was it. That's all I needed to adjust. So I took the opportunity at the loading screen.
A reminder,
27.
Mesa Hazard Course Decathlon will commence this evening at 1900 hours in the Level 3 facility. The semifinals for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure broadcast transmission. Remember, more lives than yours may depend on your fitness.
Yup. Got some fucking science beams over here. Looking good. You doing God's work. Some shit. Oh, I can't move. Okay, now I can.
Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and
Administrative sponsor. Classified.
please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information. If you have an associate with a background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines, please contact our civilian
Science bug.
The Black Mesa facility is an equal
Science machines. Yeah. Science machine. Yeah. I want a robot like that. I just want a robot. I don't own any robots other than my Google Home and my Roomba. Like, I want a robot to just do my bidding, you know?
Reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is grounds for immediate termination. If you feel you have been exposed to
Oh, hey. Another robot.
materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately.
And fucking leaks. I can't move. Okay.
Future depends on it.
This tram is a little glitchy. Look at this fucking radiation leakage.
Now arriving at
Sector C.
labs and control facilities.
Welcome to Sector C.
Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train,
I remember when in first Half-Life, like, stopping here was a loading screen,
and productive day.
and the dude would wait. Oh, it was a loading screen, but like the Barney would wait till after the loading screen to unlock your door, or to like walk up to your door, and it would take forever.
Looks like you're running late.
Yeah. Ah, I love the speed.
You know, Barney's been pretty scarce around this part.
Wait, now shift. Hold on.
Guess his bar tab must have finally caught up.
Hold on. Fucking keyboard. Mesa enables always run. Auto aim, no. Auto crouch jump, no. Classic iron sight, no. Okay. So I'm walking normal speed. This is Half-Life 2 speed. And then when I get the HEV suit, I'm guessing...
Aw, man, you cut the ponytail. Sellout.
Yep. Welcome to Anomalous Materials.
Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about 20
Get
minutes
away
ago,
from
and
there,
I'm still trying to
Freeman.
find my
I'm
phone.
expecting an important message.
Those days, I guess. They were also having some problems down in the testing.
Wait, I can't read that properly.
They told me to make sure you headed down there as soon as you got
Shut up. You'll have to wait after the test.
Gordon, you know we both have more important. Gordon, don't touch that. Go use another computer. It's happening.
Oh, I got the fucking achievement. I never got that achievement, I guess.
Dope was correct.
Come on, Gordon.
They got... This guy sounds so much
Dr. Freeman.
like Barney. Like actual Barney. I don't think this is the right way. I frequently start this game... Yeah, I go the wrong way. No, is this the right way?
Hold it right there, Mr. Freeman. I got explicit orders not to let you through without your hat.
Yep, that's the wrong way. I gotta adjust my chair. I'm still getting used to this chair. And I wanna like... There's like a footrest you can fold out. And fucking... Like you can lean the seat back. But I'm trying to get used to like how much the seat leans back and stuff. It's because I like to cross my legs. And this is really nice to have the footrest just out a little bit. So I can like put my feet on it. I mean, that's what the footrest is for. But I need to like... pull my chair in. I want to rearrange my whole room soon. And by that I mean just like move my desk farther away from the wall. I just want to get my face closer to this microphone. And I think I could just do that by bringing the mic closer to me. No smoke.
Morning, champ.
Hello?
Good heavens! What the hell?
Wait, what does this say?
You think you can fix the vending machine too, college boy?
God damn it. I need the fucking zoomy zoom, suit zoom.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
Yep. Yup. What happened to chat? Is no one in chat? I mean, we only got 2 people watching, so... So now I can zoom. Give the dude some toilet paper. Sounds like a good idea.
Oh, thank heavens. Ah,
Okay, I want to read this. Particle accelerators. I can't read the rest of it. Is my... Hold on. Advanced texture detail. It's as high as it can go. It's as high as everything can go. No, let's turn on anti-aliasing. And, yeah, it's... No VSync. Motion blur disabled. Yeah, it sounds good. Oh, it crashed. No, it didn't. It's still running. There we go. Still can't read it. Periodic table. Is it outdated?
Have more to do.
Yes, it is. Very much so. Can I, like, determine what year this takes place in by looking at the periodic table and see which elements are UUB? I don't remember what that one is supposed to be. Hold on, I got a periodic table app on my phone. I'm gonna figure this out. Here we go. So, the undiscovered element on this list is Copernicium. Copernicium? Copernicasium? What? So, when was this discovered? That's what I want to know. So, it was discovered... doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me. Whatever. Fucking, I would like determine what year this is by using the periodic table. I remember when I did the tier list, the periodic table tier list a while back.
Go right on through, sir.
Oh, can I adjust some more stuff on? I'm sorry, the beginning of every game that I play, especially a game running in the Source engine, is just fucking like view roll. Okay, that's turn off mouse zoom. What? I don't know what that is. Okay, so everything's good for now. Unless I need to like change my mouse sensitivity, but other than that, I should be fine. I'm not gonna like speedrun this thing, but I will play through it pretty fast. Like so. Oh, I can't even open it.
The remaining photonic energy to ensure
What's up, Doc?
It's just that I've played through the beginning of this game so many times. Like, beginning of Half-Life 1 and this.
Gordon, there you are. Nice of you to finally join us, Doctor. We've just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%. Bit of a gamble, but we needed the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather he went to some lengths to get it. They're waiting for you, Gordon. In the test chamber. Right.
Test chamber. It's not the test chamber, it's the test chamber. Let's get a good look in there. I'm just gonna fucking jump. Hold on. Invisible wall. Bullshit.
These last minute changes. They're a bit strange.
Yup. Open up.
Oh, there you are. Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Gotta get my surge. This is the Stanley Parable and narrator. Tim Time, how's it going?
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially the most unstable.
Now, as long as we follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that. Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade.
Hold on, I have to do it. I have to do a joke. Hold on.
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator.
Hold on. After these dudes are done talking.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
I need to do this joke. This is the only game I can do it in. Actually, I could do it in many other games. Hold on. Yeah. What's up, Doc? Yeah. What's up, Doc? I have to take my opportunity to make awful jokes.
Testing. Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. Now, if you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, that way we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
Needs fixing. Oh shit, I never noticed this. This is awesome. Emergency shutdown needs fixing ASAP. So, you know, that's a bad sign.
Very good. We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing predictable phase arrays. Stage 2 emitters activating now.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
Overhead capacitors to 105%.
105.
It's probably not a problem. Probably. But I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no. It's well within acceptable bounds again. Sustaining sequence.
We've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you at any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
Gotta push it.
Standard insertion. Non-standard specimen.
And it's fucked up. Everything's fucked. Emergency shutdown doesn't work. Button is not working. Yup. Their control room is on fire. We got fucking lasers. We got electricity. We got shit falling from the ceiling. Everything is awful. We got aliens now. Aliens. Yeah. Unforeseen consequences. Consequences for your actions of analyzing alien crystals and crap. So I've seen quite a bit of the Black Mesa Zen. Yup.
Warning. Flooding detected on sublevel 3.
I've seen quite a bit of the new Zen. I've seen quite a bit of like all the gameplay because I've been watching Vinny Vinesauce play it, which yeah, I'm gonna keep watching it. Like I know it's kind of cool to see what Zen looks like and know how the game plays out before streaming it, for me at least.
See a resonance cascade, let alone create one.
Hood Assassin, welcome back.
He's alive.
Failure.
Thank
That's you. That's the game. Subliminal messages from the game directly to you as a player. I wonder... Did they get this guy for Half-Life Alyx? That would have been nice if they did. We got head crabs, the original Half-Life 2 head crab model, and the original Half-Life 1 head crab noises. Yep, this thing is still doing this stuff. Dear God. Oh wait, it's gonna zap him. Yep. We got zombies. Yup. Crowbar. Iconic weapon. Should I kill the first Barney to... Should I kill the first Barney I meet to get his gun? I don't know. I don't know if I should, because it's not necessary, but you can do it. I'm gonna kill him. I want the gun. Where did his gun go? That was sucked. Okay. We're reloading. I think his gun just like vaporized. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, what's this button for? Is it F5? Okay, F5 is quick save. So let's try that again. Whoa, nice arms, dude. Zach the Cyclops, how's it going? Is there anything like... Oh, I only have that many I'm fucking reloading. F9 to reload? Okay. Ow. Whoa.
Get on your game face, Doc.
I'm doing good. I'm playing Black Mesa. How do you think I'm doing? Ow.
This shit is something out of a sci-fi.
You're telling me. Whoa. Good shot. I'm using the crowbar. How did this dude... Oh, how did he kill me? What? Whoa. Okay, so I get his gun anyway because he sucks. Can't go that way. I'm just ignoring most of them. I know a lot of these games you can just ignore. Like Half-Life 2, you can ignore enemies. You can go the whole game aside from like you can get through the whole game up till fucking Nova Prospect without killing anything, which I find very interesting. Oh, okay. Like you can I mean, like some of it you have to like glitch your way through, not like horribly glitch it, but like yeah, the shoot is loud. Okay. I got some, like, crust. I got some, like, weird audio happening. Whoa! Nope. I'm noping out of there. I can't save him. There's, like, crackling in my ears. I don't like that. Sorry, buddy, that's my first aid. And my gun now. They say when you're doing first aid, you should always help yourself first and then help others later. That's also the case with oxygen masks in airplanes. What is this crust? What is this? Do you hear this? I don't think you do because I think it has something to do with my audio interface, which has happened to me before, where I have like this weird bit rate with my audio interface that like games and other stuff doesn't like. It happens to me in Noida, and it used to happen to me in No Man's Sky until they fixed it. Fucking... Silence audio. I don't think that should change anything. No. It's just occasional, like, crackles. I don't think it would be audible on the other end of the stream. Oh, what is this? Oh, no! I forgot I had this fucking mod. I'm keeping it. I don't care. I had this Microsoft Sam voice, HEV suit voice. I'm keeping the Microsoft Sam voice. This crust, this audio... Let me see if I can, like, do anything... Is there, like, drivers that I can get? Give me a sec. I'm hitting the BRB screen. See if this changes anything. Let's see. There has to be, like... Let me, try this. This might fuck up my... I'm gonna do this on stream, which is bad. Bad idea, because it might mess up my, my microphone during the stream, so I might have to, like, restart OBS. So let's try this. Okay, now it's just crackling constantly. Okay, am I back? Can you hear my voice? Because I have an issue. I updated my audio driver while I was streaming, and now my Now my computer requires a restart. I'm currently speaking through my Vive microphone, my VR headset. So I'm like holding the VR headset up to my mouth and I'm talking into it. So yeah, I can't hear anything out of my headphones now, and my microphone doesn't work until I restart my computer. So I guess I'll be back after I do that. So just give me a minute or two. I'll see you in a minute.